Hi, my name's Steve Mazzeau. I'm with Niantic Community Toastmasters in East Lyme, Connecticut. And I'm here today to make a video to help people get through their Pathways experience, the online training that Toastmaster uses for level 1 in the curriculum. This video is going to assume that you can log into the Toastmasters International website and you've already created a username and a password and have selected one of the path that you're going to use for getting into Pathways. So once you're in the Toastmasters International website, there's a menu bar across the top. It starts with About on the left. The second one going towards the right is Pathways, and that's followed by Education, Membership, Leadership Central, Resources, Magazine, Events, and Shop. So you want to click on Pathways. Once you click on Pathways, the next screen should show 3 blue rectangles. Left to right is choose your path. The one in the middle is access my path through Basecamp. And the one on the right is the navigator. You want the one in the middle. And there should be a button there that says go to Basecamp. So you click on go to Basecamp. Once you're in Basecamp, the next screen should say welcome to Basecamp. And on the left-hand side, there's 3 choices: paths and learning with education, transcript in parentheses, speech evaluations, and tutorials and resources. You want to click on paths and learning. The next screen that should show is the paths and learning screen. On the left will be the different paths that you're working on. And it'll be next to an icon that looks a little bit like a stack of books. Then over on the right-hand side, there should be a blue button that says Open Curriculum. So you want to click on Open Curriculum. All right. There should be the name of your path on top. It should say Level 1. And there are 3 projects in the Level 1 of Pathways. The first one is the icebreaker. Second one is evaluation and feedback. And the third one is researching and presenting. And for right now, I'm just talking about the icebreaker. And the icebreaker should say status, and then that should have a due date. The status is either there's 3 choices. It's either not activated, it's in progress, or it's completed. The due date doesn't really mean anything. It'll almost always say no due date. And that's all I've ever seen. Okay, so if it says it is not activated, you want to click on the blue button that says activate. If it says in progress, then you click the blue button instead will say launch, and you want to launch that. You can also, if it says completed, you can still click the launch button. And this would be in case you want to go back and review some of the information from your icebreaker. You can go, I did this icebreaker 3 years ago. And if somebody needs help understanding the icebreaker program, I can go back and look at some of my old information to tell them what it looks like or how they should work it. So we click on the launch button. It says loading title, 1 moment please, and it should be a white screen. And then the first screen it should come to, it should say icebreaker, level 1 project. Click to begin. The next screen shows a guy wearing glasses, and left to right arrows will help you move through the training slides. And they have different little bubbles there telling you how to advance to the next page in the project via right arrow, and to return to the previous page of the project would be a left arrow. Then there's 2 introduction slides. And then there's your assignment screen. And if it appears to be gray, you can click on the blue directions button at the bottom, and that little bit of information they're giving you about printing your project will disappear, and the left and right arrows will reappear. The next screen says, assess your skills before. Now this is an important screen, and you need to completely answer all 6 questions they give you and submit your responses. It doesn't really matter what your responses are, but if you don't complete this step, the automated system will not allow you to mark the icebreaker as complete in the end. All right, then there's 2 more slides, complete competencies and video navigation. And then there's the video. After the video, there are 3 more slides, and then a prepare and present slide. The first prepare and present slide is divided into 5 segments, and you can move through this with the back and next buttons, or you can skip over completely with the right arrow. The second prepare and present slide is also subdivided into 5 segments, except these are activated by clicking on the 5 different rectangles. Each rectangle will turn blue as the information becomes visible. You can also skip over these with the right arrow. Then there are 6 more slides, followed by an assess your skills after. And just like the assess your skills before, it doesn't really matter what your responses are, but if you don't complete this step, the automated system will not allow you to mark the icebreaker as complete in the end. Okay, the final slide should have the heading congratulations and show a man and woman sitting at a table clapping. Guy's got a little bit of a beard. At this point, you can X out of the training and return to the paths and learning section. There should now be a blue circle with a white check mark in it, showing that the icebreaker is completed. Also, just for your information, next to the blue launch button is a down arrow that activates a drop-down menu. The 3 choices are launch, view training details, and move to archive transcript. If you click on view training details, the next screen should provide information such as the date that the project was most recently accessed, the total number of views, and the total view time that you've been spending on this. The Vice President of Education and/or the Basecamp manager should from time to time check this information, not only to make sure members are looking at the training material before they complete their project, but also to be sure that they are getting it and are being successful when it comes to logging on and logging out of the training. So that's it for the icebreaker. And hopefully the information I've given you is enough to get you through the icebreaker. Thank you.